Hello, everybody. TGIF. All right, I didn't post this on Twitter, and so hang on here. Let's go see if everyone's around. Share this darn screen. See what the market's doing. Boom. All right, I got the screen shared. Well, look at that old SPX closed up 5 cents. As in 5/100ths of a point. As in unchanged. Let's see what the Qs did. The Qs were also up 20 basis points, which is basically unchanged. All right. Let's look at IBIT. I'm glad we didn't crater today. We invaded, or have we bombed Iran yet? I think that's coming. I said that for the past couple of weeks also, so maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, a good day for Bitcoin. Boy, that's good to see Bitcoin get back on its feet, plus 5%. Heck yes. And you know, if it's a good day for Bitcoin, that means it's a good day for blocks. There's blocks up 2.27. Kind of interesting that David didn't catch more than all the upside. What do you want to bet? Maybe he's still hedged. Maybe he still thinks there's down. And I'm just saying, as evidence of that is that he didn't catch more upside. So maybe he still has, so hedges are a drag on the performance. I mean, I'd be fine with them still being hedged. Being up 2.2 is fine. I'd rather, because most times if crypto's up 5, he's up 10, or sometimes. So let's look at ULTI, also based on crypto. ULTI, ULTI, what is going on? ULTI on a new low, even with dividends included. Let me make sure. Yep, even with dividends included on a new low. Gosh, well, I'm sorry about that. Anyway. All right, so let's check out ULTY. Now, ULTY would probably be up a point. It's my guess. Yep, I called it. He called it, so it's up about half as much as blocks, and I'm fine with that. That's fine, because it goes down about half as much, too. It goes down about half as much. All right, so good job, ULTY. Now let's look at K-yield. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Bikerman. K-yield up 2.8. Okay, well, that's pretty good. So it's up about the same as blocks. Blocks and K-yield were the winners. ULTY is having its usual steady performance. And ULTI is having its usual performance. That's what ULTI looks like. All right, so let's look at some other divas. Now, this morning I looked at ISP and it was down 5%. It was never down 5%. It just hadn't opened yet. It was actually up 4.4. It was up 5% by the time it opened. It closed up 4.4. So that's good. We'll take that from that income stack product. So that now we have ISBG, which is Bitcoin and gold, and it's up 8.37. That is good too. Let's look at Mago. Mago and Mimi are also Mago and Meme Y are also divas, and boy, Mago definitely qualifies to be a diva. I mean, in the same way that ULTI is a diva, so is Mago. All right, well, and Meme Y also was up 3.4, and it's definitely a diva also. We don't have a lot of history on those, so it's kind of hard to see much. We have Mayor and BR in the house. Okay, yeah, WPay update. In fact, I was going to WPay because I kind of went on a mini rant about WPay this morning. And I was saying, isn't it amazing that everyone loves WPay in Round Hill, and it's so great and everything. Or, Round Hill's so great and everything, and that ULTY is doing a lot better than it recently. However, to be fair, so let's look at it. So right after I got off the live stream, I looked at it a different way, and then I was like, well, All right, so yeah, WPay is down 22, ULTI is down 18.5. So ULTY has pulled away. But when the market was going up, which didn't happen for very long, when the market was going up, WPay looked a lot better. Now, having said that, look at this part of the chart right here. This first, like, where I'm circling, that was before the strategy change. The strategy change happened when I first heard about it, was the first or second week in November, but I couldn't talk about it yet. But these guys told me about it right in here somewhere. And so you could see they made the strategy change pretty much around this bottom. But yeah, but you could see right then before the strategy change, ULTY, this dog was going down just as fast as LFGY, almost as fast as blocks. It was really going down fast. But then after the strategy change, ULTY steadied. But yeah, WPay was spanking ULTY for a while. It was up 12 to, it was up 4 points right there. But then I guess as the market just sold off again, it really hit WPay hard, and WPay took another leg down, and ULTY hasn't yet. So, okay, now a WPay update though. What did you want to know, Mark? I mean, let's just look at it this way. WPay, I think, could be a fine bull market fund. Those W series funds are fine. Those are, you guys have done well with some of those. AVGW and stuff. There's, the W series funds are good. Not in a down market. Leverage works both ways, but I know the market's not really down because the SPY's up, but I'm telling you, the stocks that WiMAX and WPay use aren't the same composition as the Dow or even the S&P 500. They're way more heavily weighted towards crypto, and so the crypto sell-off is hit this really bad. All right, well, but yeah, WPay up 1.38. That's respectable. However, I mean, just looking at it right here, it's almost on a new low. Okay, so just by comparison purposes, it's so rare that we get to say lately. It's so rare. It didn't used to be, but it's so rare lately we get to say anything good about ULTY. I seem to be the only one left who still follows it. So if they ever do anything well or good, I like to mention it. So let's just to see how close they are to taking out a new low. Well, you can see WPay just took another leg down that didn't really happen to ULTY. ULTY is doing something better lately. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's something better on it. All right. Hang on. This is my neighbor. I'm going to hang on just a second. I need to talk to her. She's sick. All right, sorry about that. She doesn't understand I have a YouTube channel. She doesn't even understand what a YouTube channel is. She's a nice lady, and she broke her hip, and she got a hip replacement, and she moved next door to me. That happened. Anyway, she fell down the other day, and she didn't break her. She's fine, but it hurt. She's hurt. She's all sore and banged up. So I've been shopping for her and her husband this week. Her husband doesn't get around too well either. So anyway, sorry about that. All right, what were we talking about? But yeah, I'm just trying to make a point that ULTY looks, I mean, just something, what happened here? WPay probably has strategy and Coinbase in it. I mean, it does, has COIW. So, and pretty much ULTY kind of diversified itself from those types of investments. And I think you can see the difference there. All right. Yeah, and WPay does not have GLDW. Correct. It just has the single stock names. I'm just trying to point out that I don't hate WPay. It can have a great use case. It's you know. Hey, William, thanks for being here. Qualifications to be a diva, as I put them in there. But it's called the diversified divas. All it is all it is the funds that I like to talk about all the time. So the divas right now are K yield blocks, ULTY, and ULTI. Doesn't mean I necessarily endorse them, but what really makes them a diva is a fund that can pick any stock they want and do any option strategy they want, like a K yield or like a ULTY or like a ULTI. So, and then ISSB, and also divas have to have unlimited upside. I mean, all of them, except, or have some type of creative solution. So like, even though SPY is a better all around fund, it's not going to be a diva because it's just so steady and stuff. The divas are the ones that, that's what I was trying to get at. But but it has to be nominated and approved by me. I'm the one who curates the diva list, but you guys want to nominate somebody for diva, but all it really means is I put them on this spreadsheet. So I need to redo this spreadsheet. These and some of these are, are for comparison purposes. I used to consider WPay a diva, but then after it started, they can't really choose any stock they want. So it's not, and they don't really choose any option strategy they want either. It's more of for comparison purposes. So it's not a true diva. QLDY, not a diva either, because they don't choose any stock they want. It's just an index thing, but it's good for comparison purposes. But the divas just means it's on this spreadsheet. I probably need to come up with a new name. So this weekend, I know I've said this for a long time, I'm going to redo this, put ISSB and ISBG on here, and also MAGO and MEMY. MAGO and MEMY are definitely, because they have uncapped upside, they could use, MEMY is a diva, because uncapped upside, they can use any stock they want. Any option strategy they want. So, but basically it just means the ones I follow. Hey, what is up? Retire on dividends. Thanks for being here, bud. Okay, get this, Retire, if you're listening. I still couldn't listen to the Ambassador Juan interview yesterday because, yes, you got me into your Discord. Now it won't let me into that. There's a little app that runs the show or whatever. I get there and it says enter Livestream or whatever. I click it and it just spins and spins forever. I always have problems with Discord, and Discord never works. Anyway, I'm sorry I wasn't there. I want to figure that out. If you guys are going to start doing stuff in your Discord, I need to call up Discord or try to get them to troubleshoot that problem with me. I have to, it's know your customer thing. I have like 2 or 3 IDs with different phone numbers, and they think I'm trying to, I don't know. All right. So, but yeah, those are the divas. Let's look here at the index buffer report. We haven't done the index buffer report in a long time. Gosh darn it, you got to be kidding me. Hang on, it's in a different window, obviously. It's in this one. Yeah, well, look at the indexes. The red line is how far the index moved. And so, I mean, the SPY is what, 7 basis points. Qs were what, 20 or something, 18, something like that. So the Russell moved a little bit because IWMY's underline would be IWM. Anyway, it's up 1.18. All right, so let's look for standouts. We have our standouts are XOVR. This is the private equity partnership that has SpaceX in it. I saw another one that has SpaceX and Anthropic, and I'm a huge Anthropic fan. I think it's AGIX. It's not an income fund, but it's another way to get that, access to those pre-IPO things. All right, so let's see what's going on. Feed and 5E. What do I always say about Feed and 5E? Well, it came true today. Up the most or down the most. So, I mean, maybe those funds are good now. Maybe they fixed them. No. All right. So SDTY had a kind of a standout day compared to some of these other funds. JEP iSpy did well. NLSI, that's a good one. Does anyone have NLSI? I was real interested in that one when I thought it was a high income long short. It turns out it's a low income long short. Interesting idea. It was just too new to tell. So, but let's go look. Let's see how it's been doing. Let's compare it to WPay. How about that? All right. Well, definitely dropping slower than WPay. Probably not a fair comparison because it's a long short. It should drop slower than WPay. Well, let's do so. What does it pay? It pays like 5%. So let's compare it to something else that pays. If you could get by with just 6%, I have a great fund for you called QYLG. They just sell options on half the portfolio. Now they do it. It's not the greatest fund, but it does a lot better than WPay. That dog. WPay's a dog. All right, so let's go NLSI against QYLG. Yeah, well, yeah. So QYLG is based on the NASDAQ. It doesn't choose stocks. It just sells options on the entire index, but it only sells half as many as they otherwise could afford to. So if 6% would help you, this QYLG might work, but NLSI can work also. Let's see what it's been paid. It's paid 46 cents. It's been a fifth of a year. $2.30 would be the dividend. Yeah, about 5%. It looks like it's going to pay about 5%. So this one pays about 6%. So yeah, these are a fair comparison. Yes, WPay is definitely equities only. Equities only. Just, I mean, they should come out. I had this idea for a long time, but just come out with an S&P 500 index. Or just throw in the biggest 100 yield funds. It doesn't matter which ones they are. It could be WPay. You do it to whatever. It's an index, and then make an index of those where you could invest in the whole index with one thing, and you'd probably get because it'd be the average. You'd probably get like 10% or something. It'd be the average of all those, or 8%. But just make an index that's based on every one of them, or the biggest 100. So you would have it, just like the S&P 500. So you no longer have to pick and choose. You just own the whole index. I think that would be. I think that'd be good. That'd be something like I'd be interested in. You guys may not like it. WPay, is that really WPay's new name, or are you messing with me? I went and had ramen today for lunch. Here's a really good ramen. I don't even like ramen, but man, this place was awesome. I didn't think I liked ramen. This place was good today. Okay. Well, good. Okay, they need to fix it. So, okay, hang on there, right? Don't let me talk too long because I don't want that. She's probably waiting on me to cook dinner or whatever. So I need to go attend to my neighbor. But let's look at a few things. Top. Okay, so it's not. I just go see if it's up yet. So do you guys remember this one? B top. Anyway, we just talked about that one I think yesterday. But anyway, okay, I know that's not what we're talking about. All right, well, I'm all interested. I'm sure that you probably sent me the prospectus for Top W, right, Marcus? I need to look into that. Hey, what are you doing, Lord? What are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on? I don't even know what you're doing. Why do you want attention all the time? Huh? All right. All right, let's go to stocktools.app and I'll answer any other questions. Do any of you guys have a Polymarket account? It won't let me open a Polymarket account. It says that I'm not in America, but I am. But I had on a VPN. I went and disabled my VPN, restarted the thing. It still won't let me get on Polymarket. I didn't know. It said, anyway, it makes me mad. I have a Callsheet account. I just don't have a Polymarket account. All right. Let's go to stocktools.app. This is a great thing, as you guys, I'm sure, are well aware, a great thing, a great tool to use every night. All right. And I cannot believe how bad my channel's doing. There's only 8 of you guys here. I appreciate you guys, but just before Christmas, this stream would get 25. One time it had 200 because Retiring Dividend posted, but and then somebody else just signed off. But I just cannot believe, and I can't stop losing people. I've lost like 70 people. I haven't been able to gain one person. I'm like, I don't get it. Anyway, all right. It's no big deal. It's good, but I'm just glad I'm not doing this for money like some of these guys are. All right. Okay, number 1 on the week is GDXY from YieldMax. Well, now did not outperform GDX. We got about 90%. Anyway, these are just YieldMax. Gosh darn it, it always does that. I don't know why. It does that. Okay, no, those aren't all YieldMax. Well, maybe just the YieldMax ones were at the top. All right, GDXY, Snowy, TSMY, Renty had a good day. All right, here's an EOS one, TLTI. Caught all the upside of the parent. Murray, doing well. Soxy, TSYY, MS2, Chippy had a good week. TSLW had a nice week and outperformed the parent asset. Look at old YQQQ, unfortunately had a good week. I mean, fortunately, because I have it. You know, YQQQ is a pretty good little hedge because it's been a rough week for the NASDAQ, yet this thing was up 1.25 and 1.5, and it still paid a dividend. I mean, it does kind of help you in a grinding down market. So, all right. Let's look on the daily. Let's just see who was the best performing fund of the day. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to start making some clickbait content or something. I just cannot get my station. It makes me mad. I can't, because I'm competitive and I cannot quit losing people. And we'll go look in a second. On Friday afternoon, usually we go look and see how the station's doing. All right. So on a daily basis, are you freaking kidding me? You've got to be freaking kidding me. So Coinbase was up 16% today. Jiminy criminy. Well, that's great. Look, Strategy was up 8. Holy cow. Heck yes. There's that BITX we were looking at this morning. I thought it was BITK. I don't know how. Where is BITK though? I don't think BITK's in here. I think that Rob needs to put it in here. I don't think it's in here yet. Hang on. I'm going to swerve over into the BITK lane because I like that. I like that. Remember, this is the T-SPY of crypto. Same, it's the T-SPY strategy. So let's run it against, I did. I just was trying to pick. All right. Well, of course, it's a down market. It should outperform a little bit, but but BITK is not made for a down market because the uncovered at night hurts you in a down market. You don't want to be naked at night. You'd rather be covered all the time if the market's going to drop. But, all right. YBTC beats it a little bit on total return. But I bet it, well, I don't know. It actually probably doesn't beat IBIT. Yeah, it does beat IBIT by a little bit, but not very much. All right. Well, I wanted to check in on that one. But the moral of the story is that one, I think, was up 5% today also. Let me check. Yeah, 5.05%. Heck yes. Good job, BITK. You have a long way to go, but all right, back to stock tools. Yeah, I didn't realize that Misty and Coinbase had that kind of day, but I'm all about it. I love to see it. Hui, I mean, man, Hood, Coinbase, Misty. I mean, I'm glad they're coming back. How did I miss that? Okay, so let's go over here. It's too many. I mean, it looks like nothing on the chart, of course. Well, this is an overlay of ULTY. perform against Coinbase. You can see if you would have bought them at the same time, you'd be a lot better in ULTY. However, Coinbase went up a lot more, but then when it fell, it's just hard for ULTY to fall that much with all the puts it has on board. But man, this thing's going to go blowing right by it again when in the next bull market. It's just going to pass it like it's standing still. Well, I'm glad though. That is good. Let's look at MicroStrategy or strategy. Same thing, up 8% today. Heck yeah. Let's look at Hood. Been a heck of a day. Okay, I need to take the Alti chart off there. Okay, been a heck of a day for those. Okay, how does everyone feel about K-Yield's new? I hadn't heard. What do you mean new yield? Did Howard? See, I never get to watch anything because I can't get into Discord. Did he change the yield? If he lowered the yield, that's a bad sign because it's telling you that he's not bullish, and he isn't bullish. That's why he brought out gold and silver when he did. Howard was extremely bearish last time he was on my station, more bearish than any other fund manager that I've had on. Fund managers usually aren't bearish, but Howard was bearish. Yeah, the like button might help too. I mean, I appreciate retiring. I just cannot stop this. Okay, there's 11 people. But 8 or 11, it doesn't really matter. But I'm saying, I got to a stage where every one of these had 20 to 25. And I was getting momentum. I'm just upset that I've lost the momentum. I don't need any more friends than you guys. If I got Marcus, Retire, BR, SB's here sometime. He's not here today. If I have a handful of guys, you throw Mark in there and Ethan and 5 or 10 other guys, I'm fine. That's all I need. That is all I need. Tom, but anyway, Norman, Tom. All right. So let's do this. Do you guys remember that time you remember that time Oracle gave me $300 on the live stream? I mean, all right. So here's what's got me. I don't know what to do about this. Here's what's got me the most upset. No, not that. Analytics. Oh, see live count. Yeah, 4939. Since Christmas, I've not gained one sub. I gained one there and lost it right back. I gained 2 that day. I keep thinking I'm going to hit bottom and rally, but no, I'm like the crypto market. This looks like the chart of ULTI. My station looks like the ULTI chart. I gained a follower there and lost 4 the next day, 6 the next day. What did I do to piss people off? I mean, I've never canceled. One time somebody said something stupid, and I canceled it was some inflation. I canceled because I was mad at them or something. But other than that, as a protest, when I follow someone, I follow them forever. But maybe some people curate their channels and they don't want to have too many to follow. I just follow everybody, and I use kind of the shotgun approach. Anyway, but yeah. So you can see I've never in my whole life of having the channel, this has never happened before. Where I've never lost any people. I've really never lost there's one time I lost like 5 subs, like from right here to right here. And it went from like 83 to 66. There was a little time last spring when I hit a little trough too. Anyway. All right. So, but yeah, look at this. So this is, oh gosh. Yeah, that was the day Oracle came on the station. Remember that? December 4th, that Merry Christmas to Max. But this is how the station was doing back when I was doing well. 6, 10, 6, 12, 10, every day, 9, 10. Then I made a really good video. And I know you can't do that all the time. That was my best video ever. It was the one, it's time to get serious about ULTY. I think that was the one. Or no, this was the one. Have they finally fixed nav erosion? I think this was the one that did the new strategy. But yeah, I get that not every video can be a winner, but then it's just gone. Look at this week: $2, $1, $2, $1, $2. Luckily, Ola, he's not here right now, but a friend of mine gave me a $50 super chat last night, and so that was really, who was it? It was Ola. Wasn't Chad, was it? Who was it? Anyway, somebody in the live stream gave me a $50 super chat, which I really appreciated. But all right, the Misty Mafia rides again. Heck yeah. Dude, if Misty would come back, it would bring back the whole high yield sector because there's so many funds that are those types. There's so many underlines that are in that business. Crypto, Coinbase, that is just, man, that'd be great. Yeah, no, I know they like consistency. I did take a month off. And like I say, luckily, like the only saving grace is I'm not budgeting. I don't need the money. When you changed your channel up, they booted you from the algorithm. Yeah, I think that when I take a few weeks off, maybe they quit showing my, maybe it's nothing personal. Do a video titled Silver or Oil Stocks. Yeah, I need to make an intentionally clickbaity video to try to get back in the rotation. I had one the other day. I had one in my mind. Probably need to make another UFTY video is what I was thinking. But yeah, but silver, oil, yeah, I mean, my videos did all right preparing for the coming bear market. I got like 400 views. Those are my only decent videos lately that even got more than 100 views. Those got like, but it's just been rough going. But yeah, this fall, I thought I solved the problem because look at this. About September, it kicked in. I started I finally had it going down, and I was averaging, $10 a day, which is $300 a month, which isn't enough to live off of. But that's enough for me not to be competitive, and it pays all my AI bills. All I care about is the AI bill gets paid. So by YouTube, all I care about is I don't have to pay with my money. But yeah, it's what I get for taking a little time off. So, all right, go live at the open daily. Yeah, maybe so. Go to Google Trends, check out what people in finance are looking for. Yeah, true. And I do think that I've done, I mean, let me show you another idea on that. Following up on your idea, Mayor. You can go, content. There's somewhere in here where they will suggest videos that your people might be interested in. But yeah, they I don't know where it is. Content live, collaborations, inspiration. Anyway, but maybe earn. Is it under earn? Watch it now. I even set this up. I've set up where you can get where advertisers can have, or I've set up where advertisers can hit me up, and I can elect to put their advertisement on my channel, but no one's hit me up yet. I don't think I have enough views. I forget where it's set up complete. Anyway, I don't even know what content detection is. Matches. Okay, well, I don't do any stuff like that. Likeness. Okay, I've never had, I guess, copyright strikes. Languages. Maybe it's under content. Maybe this is it. So let's sort by views. Okay. Here's my best video ever. Let's get serious about Alties. 7,400 views, 190 comments. It's somewhere in here. They shall give you you click into it, retireness. I mean, and they'll say these are some other topics your users are interested in. Yeah, the Google Trends will work on that as well. Google Trends will work on that as well. All right, guys. Well, I need to go to get my neighbor dinner, or get her stuff so she can cook for dinner, get her groceries. And but I'm in a good mood and everything's good. So we'll do a live stream tonight. We'll do a daily factor. It's Friday night. We'll have closed in fun Friday because I'm in a good mood. I'll take one for the team and do one for BR and all you guys out here that like closed in funds. Well, the only problem is I haven't put those new closed in funds that BR asked me to put in. That's the reason I didn't do the closed in fund last night, because I was like, oh shoot, he gave me a list and I haven't added them to the max factor yet. So then I did this anyway. But we'll try to do closed in fund Friday night. I hope maybe I'll try to go get those added. All right. All right. Okay. What do you say, Mayor? You're saying okay on Google Trends? Yeah. Nuclear. Yeah. Nuclear and copper. I mean, people love when I do a video on it. I could do a new fund that's coming out. I mean, like golden and nukes, and aren't those didn't those come out this week or they're coming out next week? I mean, those are good ones to do too. But yeah, maybe I just got out of sequence with the algorithm or something. But anyway, I'm just looking at some of my old videos here. The Good and the Bad and the Alti. I really liked that one. I thought that was a good one. 2,000 views. Spy T deep dive. Yeah, these are some. We've had some good ones. The Alti strategy update. That was the one that came out November 12th. And there was also a huge spike. That was that 4,700 one. So maybe I just do an update. Here's one, guys. What about this? I know that you guys most of you aren't interested in ULTY, but it has $1 billion under management. There's still people that are interested in it. Maybe I should make an ULTY update and update this video because it's been 3 months now since the strategy change. Maybe do some content on that. I think that might be good because I really like ULTY also, as you guys know, and other people do too. Maybe not you guys, but other people on the internet. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. Barring any last minute questions, I'm going to go to my neighbors and do those errands. Be back here for Closed In Fun Friday. I'll try to make it earlier than later. So BR can be here and Marcus and whoever. I'll try to make it before it's too late. Remember, it's not financial advice. Consult a professional financial planner for all your professional financial planning needs. There's my PayPal if you'd like to donate to the station directly. I appreciate that. The PayPals and the super chats have been paying that's what's been paying the AI bills. Anyway, but I'm done with that though. I'm gonna do a better job monetizing your eyeballs, and then I won't have to get sued. That's what it is. I mean, my job is to monetize your eyeballs. I need to make stuff that's interesting enough for you guys to watch, where you will also watch an advertisement. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. William said he holds ULTY. Thanks, man. Yeah, I hear you. So, I mean, not everyone, but there is a lot of hate out there. When you spend a lot of time on Twitter and stuff, a lot of hate out there. And I get it. I get it. It's been disappointing. It was especially disappointing last fall. It was really, yeah, I get it. Anyway, but I think an update might be in line. And I could kind of show you real quick what I was showing then. I could show how it's performed against blocks and ULTI since the strategy change, which was like the second week in November. And, maybe do some projections. I think that might be good because there are still people out there like William and me, and there's other people. Every time I say, I know you guys hate ULTY, it may be William or somebody else. Somebody else goes, no, I have it. I love it. So I know that some of you guys have it. I have it 6. I think it's fine for 10, 8, 7, 6% of your account. I think it's fine to add in for a little fun. If we ever get back in a good market, maybe I'll kick it back up to 15 or 20 again. But for now, we'll just keep it where it's at. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon.